Hey, Professor Nate here. My demonstrator Liv is going to help me out. We're going to show you kind of a defense to a defense. One of the main defenses of the double leg takedown is the sprawl. Okay, kicking the feet back, driving the hips into the shoulders, and keeping your hands above the head, and then kind of spinning to the back. Well, depending on the type of sprawl they do, we're looking for what's called a flat sprawl, meaning she has not dug one of her hips into my shoulder, and then the other person is going to reach and attack the far side leg and do a sit out and take the back from like a kind of a sit out switch. Okay, so looking at the sprawl, it's going to look like this. Miss Olivia's going to kind of stay on her knees for now. So for now, I've gone in for my double leg takedown. She's going to put her hands on my shoulder blades, and she's going to just kick her feet back, and she's going to put her hips down. What this does is it kind of drives my head into the mat, and from here she spins to the back. Good, she's defending the double leg, and now she's taking my back, okay? So we're gonna put this together in a minute, but what I'm kind of looking to do is pop my head out to one side when she does what's called a flat sprawl. And a flat sprawl is when her hips are just facing flat to the mat. A good sprawl for her is if my head is on her right side, and she's gonna start to dig her left hip into my shoulder as I come in and face this direction. That means now she's cut off anything I can do from this side. This leg is very far for me to grab, and by the time she circles to my back, I've lost pretty much anything I want to do with that double leg. So that's perfect for her. But sometimes you get a wrestler or a jiu-jitsu person that really doesn't understand how to drive the hip in, and she does a flat sprawl. So she's just kind of laying down on the side of my back. So as I come in for the double, guys, she flat sprawls, but my head is just kind of sitting here. She hasn't turned the hip in. So what I'm going to do is keep a good wrestler's base right here. I'm going to pop my head out to one side. Now I'm going to step up on that same side foot. Okay? Now as I shoot this leg through, I'm reaching for that far side leg at the same time. So as I reach through and maybe grab the cloth or cut the leg, I'm going to shoot that leg through. And I'm going to pull that leg in. And now I'm going to hip high step around the corner. And then I'm going to take her back. And then start my back attacks. Okay? So without Miss Olivia, it's like I shot in for the double, got into the flat sprawl position, popped my head to one side, stood up, and performed a sit out. But the key to this one is I'm not sitting out directly to my side. I'm actually sitting out towards her feet. And now that accesses me to the bottom half of her legs. I can grab, drop the shoulder, turn the corner, and then go for my back take. So one more time. Remember guys, I've done the double leg, she's sprawled, but she's flat on my back. So as I come in, man, she flat sprawls. Reach up and grab that leg, come here, make sure as I sit through, I'm gonna drive my head to the hip. I'm in a good sprawl position, start to reach over for the far side hip heist, take the back, reel in on the hips here, grab the crowbar, or start to operate from my back position. So what I'm doing is, she defended, that's her job, from the double leg. What I did is I defended her defense because she flat sprawled and allowed me to pop my head to one side, and I performed an immediate sit out and attack that far side leg and used it as a hook to go ahead and turn the corner. Okay? So we're going to look at that a lot later in more in-depth detail, but that's one of our good defenses of the defense from a good double leg. I double leg, she sprawls, I pop the head, and I sit out and take the back. Thanks guys.